in the quiet suburbs of a nondescript town, where most evenings ended with the hum of household appliances and the scent of dinner wafting through modest kitchens. A different kind of noise was growing louder. In a cramped garage cluttered with tools, scraps, and dreams, James Dyson embarked on a journey that would change not only his life, but the very of household cleaning forever. Before the billions, the patents, and the global brand, there was a man obsessed with solving a seemingly simple yet stubborn problem: the inefficiency of vacuum cleaners. James Dyson's story does not begin in a gleaming laboratory or a high-tech design center. It starts in a small Japanese-style workshop where he painstakingly dismantled the vacuum cleaner he had bought and wondered why it lost suction so quickly. The answer, concealed within flawed designs that used dust bags, sparked a relentless quest that would last 15 years. This quest was marked by one captivating characteristic above all: failure. Not once, not twice, but 5,127 iterations of prototypes failed before Dyson reached the breakthrough that would redefine vacuum technology. This chapter is not just about mechanical parts or engineering prowess. It is about obsession. It is about a man refusing to accept the status quo, pushing back against an industry that had grown complacent and dependent on outdated technology. James Dyson's journey is a narrative woven with resolve, sleepless nights filled with trial and error, and the bitter taste of repeated rejection. But before moving deeper into this relentless pursuit of perfection, let's pause. If you're drawn to stories where determination and invention collide, make sure to subscribe to Motor Chronicles. Here, we explore tales that shape the world's most iconic innovations. Just before we continue, share in the comments where you're watching from. Are you a fellow dreamer, inventor, or simply curious about the stories behind revolutionary breakthroughs? Your voice matters here. Dyson's early days were far from glamorous. His garage laboratory was full of makeshift parts, each one representing a hypothesis tested, each failure forcing him back to the drawing board or to the shop for another round of redesign. His family didn't see it as a promising venture, but rather as an eccentric hobby that consumed time and resources. Still, Dyson's focus never wavered. He was convinced that a bagless vacuum was not just a better product but a necessity for modern living. Despite the constant setbacks, Dyson's mindset reflected a larger philosophy about failure and innovation. He believed that each failure was not a step backward but a vital clue leading closer to success. Failure is the mother of invention, he would say, embodying the spirit that would become synonymous with his work ethic. This was not an easy path. 5,000+ failures could crush anyone's spirit, but Dyson's resilience was fueled by an unwavering belief in his vision. While experimenting with designs, Dyson also encountered the harsh reality of the manufacturing industry. Established manufacturers dismissed his ideas outright. The vacuum giants, comfortable with the predictable sales of bagged cleaners, saw no reason to invest in improving technology, no matter how revolutionary it promised to be. Their rejection was not just professional. It was deeply personal, a barricade that threatened to stall his dream indefinitely. Yet, for Dyson, being an outsider was a catalyst, not a setback. He took pride in being the underdog, a lone inventor challenging titans, working against the grain of corporate inertia. This position sharpened his ingenuity, forcing him to think differently about design, production, and eventually marketing. Dyson's marathon of failure forced him to refine not only his prototypes but also himself. He learned to approach problems with a unique blend of technical knowledge and creative thinking. The garage became his sanctuary, the laboratory of dreams and frustrations, where ideas were tested against the harsh reality of physics and material. The year Dyson finally produced a viable prototype, a vacuum cleaner free of bags and equipped with revolutionary cyclone technology, represented a pivotal moment. But the road from prototype to product was littered with obstacles, financial constraints, manufacturing hurdles, and again, industry skepticism. The conventional vacuum cleaner market was a fortress guarded zealously by companies unwilling to disrupt their own profitable models. Nonetheless, Dyson pressed on, driven by the knowledge that his invention could do more than just clean. It could disrupt a complacent market and redefine consumer expectations. The first chapter of Dyson is a story of relentless determination, a testament to how an obsessive vision and tireless labor can ignite innovation even in the face of overwhelming odds. So, as we prepare to follow Dyson further along this extraordinary journey, remember, the road to greatness is rarely smooth. It is paved with failure, grit, and unyielding faith. Stay tuned as this saga unfolds from the confines of a small garage to become a global revolution in vacuum cleaning. And don't forget, share where you are watching from in the comments. This story belongs to everyone who dares to dream big and push boundaries. Palabras, 1385. Completado. True. After those early days in the garage, filled with trial, error, and tireless tinkering, James Dyson faced a much larger problem. The vacuum cleaner industry was dominated by giants, companies with decades of market control, huge manufacturing plants, and massive budgets to keep their traditional bagged cleaner designs alive. Dyson's revolutionary bagless vacuum model, based on cyclone technology, was not just unconventional. It was a direct challenge to the established system that made manufacturers wary, dismissive, or outright hostile. Dyson's attempts to pitch his design were met with rejection after rejection. One by one, manufacturers turned him down, claiming his ideas were impractical, too expensive, or that consumers would never change their habits. The vacuum giants were entrenched in their ways, protected by massive marketing budgets and supply chains that profited from replacement bags and filters. They didn't want to disrupt this steady source of revenue, no matter how revolutionary Dyson's invention was. The rejection felt personal for Dyson. It wasn't just a business setback. It was a dismissal of his vision after thousands of hours and thousands of prototypes. The weight of these refusals could have crushed any other inventor. Yet, for Dyson, it became a source of fuel, a challenge to persevere against the odds. He famously said, "Failure is not the same as defeat," a mantra he lived by through these lean years. Even as the pioneers laughed and locked him out, Dyson poured every remaining resource into refining his vacuum. The 15-year odyssey of over 5,000 prototypes was marked by sleepless nights, mounting debts, and personal sacrifice. His workshop became a laboratory of obsession where each failure was cataloged and analyzed, driving him closer to his goal. This extreme dedication exemplified a fundamental theme of innovation: the willingness to fail repeatedly and learn faster than the competition. Meanwhile, Dyson recognized that the industry's gatekeepers controlled not only manufacturing but retail as well. Big box stores and distributors preferred proven brands and were hesitant to stock a product that threatened the status quo. Dyson, thus, faced a two-front battle, not only convincing manufacturers but also retailers, both of which largely ignored or rebuffed his product. Throughout this period, Dyson's mindset was fortified by both hardship and irony. The very companies and markets that refused to back him would soon be forced to respond to the innovation he was building alone. The narrative of a lone underdog fighting the established titans fits perfectly here, filled with setbacks, ridicule, but also an unshakable belief in the possibility of disruption. It's important to frame this relentless rejection not as a failure of Dyson's invention, but as a failure of the market to recognize genius. The resistance to change is a recurring theme in the history of innovation. Dyson's persistence echoed that of other great inventors who faced decades of skepticism before triumphing. What's remarkable is that despite the repeated financial uncertainty and professional snubs, Dyson maintained his vision. This level of perseverance over a decade and beyond is a testament to his character, his faith in his research, and an extraordinary work ethic. It's one thing to invent. It's another to convince an entire industry to rethink itself. For Dyson, the proof was always in the performance. Each prototype was better than the last, more effective at suction, easier to use, and uniquely bagless, freeing consumers from the chore and expense of replacing bags. He knew that a final product capable of changing cleaning habits and conventions would eventually force the market's hand. This chapter of Dyson's story highlights the battle between innovation and inertia, between visionary mavericks and established giants. It shows that sometimes the truest test of an idea's value is the length of resistance it faces. Dyson wasn't merely inventing a better vacuum. He was battling a $10 billion industry's embrace of complacency and routine. As you listen to this story of rejection and stubborn persistence, ask yourself, how many of the products and conveniences in your home today were once seen as impossible or impractical? Dyson's journey offers a masterclass in resilience and the long game of innovation. It also invites you to root for the underdog, the disruptor, and the relentless dreamer. Stay with us as we dive deeper into how, against all odds, Dyson's breakthrough changed the vacuum cleaning and reshaped an industry. And remember, share your thoughts about this gripping journey in the comments below and subscribe to Motor Chronicles, where real stories of invention and challenge come alive. After enduring years of rejection and thousands of prototype failures, James Dyson's painstaking work finally reached a turning point with the refinement of his revolutionary cyclone technology. This innovation, inspired by industrial cyclone filters used in sawmills and factories, would become the beating heart of his bagless vacuum cleaner, a system that maintains suction by separating dust and debris without the need for bags. The breakthrough was as much a triumph of perseverance as it was of engineering ingenuity. Cyclone technology works by creating a vortex, a whirlwind of air that forces dirt and dust particles out of the airstream and into a collection bin. In theory, this concept wasn't new. The system had been used in industrial settings for decades. But Dyson's genius was adapting this principle for a household vacuum, a machine small enough to use in everyday homes but powerful enough to maintain suction for extended periods without clogging. The journey to perfect this technology was anything but straightforward. Dyson's design had to overcome a series of technical hurdles, optimizing airflow, minimizing noise, and ensuring the vacuum was user-friendly without losing performance. Each of the thousands of prototypes brought insights into the delicate balance between cyclonic power and practicality. He experimented with variations in cyclone diameter, angles, and filter placement to maximize efficiency. One of the key challenges was maintaining consistent suction over time. Traditional bagged vacuums lost power as dirt clogged the bags, but Dyson's cyclone system promised constant suction by physically separating particles before they could slow the motor. Achieving this on a small scale, in a device affordable enough for consumers, required relentless innovation and meticulous testing. This period of innovation also revealed Dyson's dedication to hands-on engineering. Unlike many inventors who outsource design and testing, Dyson personally oversaw the building and dismantling of each prototype, embodying the spirit of an artisan. He famously remarked, "I wanted the vacuum to be absolutely perfect and wasn't going to stop until it was." This obsessive attention to detail ensured that every iteration was an improvement, even if incremental. Dyson's technological triumph also challenged the vacuum industry's reliance on disposable bags. These bags weren't just inconvenient and costly for consumers. They masked inefficiencies in design that companies were unwilling to address. The cyclone technology made the bag obsolete, an act of rebellion against decades of accepted norm and consumer dependence. While his invention was technically brilliant, Dyson also realized he had to communicate its value clearly. A reputation for innovation required both excellent engineering and intelligent marketing. Educating consumers about why a bagless, cyclonic vacuum was superior required patience and persistence. This wasn't just a better vacuum. It was a radical departure from the familiar. The breakthrough wasn't limited to the machine alone, but also to the business model that Dyson would eventually adopt. By perfecting the technology, he laid the foundation to sell directly to consumers, bypassing traditional retail channels that had been reluctant to stock what they considered a risky innovation. This move fueled his initial success and disrupted the market dynamics controlled by established players. This chapter closes on the cusp of commercial success. The cyclone technology wasn't just a feature. It was a revolution packed into a household appliance. For James Dyson, it was validation, proof that 15 years of failure, learning, and incremental refinement had culminated in a product that could not be overlooked. As you listen to the story of invention and breakthrough, remember that innovation often emerges from persistence against relentless odds. Dyson's breakthrough is a beacon for every dreamer who faces rejection but refuses to give up. Stay with us as we explore how this invention reshaped an industry and created one of the most recognized brands in the world of home appliances. Don't forget, comment below where you are watching from and what innovation inspires you the most, and stay tuned for the next chapter of this extraordinary journey. Even after James Dyson had perfected the cyclone technology, the path to revolutionizing the vacuum cleaner market remained treacherous. His invention, groundbreaking as it was, continued to face an unyielding wall of rejection. Established companies, convinced that the market would never abandon its long-standing dependence on bags and filters, refused to manufacture or stock Dyson's bagless vacuum. This relentless dismissal only deepened Dyson's resolve to change the game on his own terms. The vacuum manufacturer's refusal was more than just a business decision. It was a tacit rejection of innovation itself. Their dominance was built on established supply chains and consumer familiarity with traditional bagged cleaners. Dyson's invention threatened to obsolete not only their products but also their lucrative replacement parts ecosystem. This resistance was ingrained and systemic, reflecting a broader industry unwilling to risk disrupting profitable norms. Facing these closed doors, Dyson transitioned from inventor to entrepreneur. The journey shifted dramatically as he embraced the challenge of building a company that could not only manufacture his visionary product, but could also educate consumers on its superiority. It was a daunting task. Creating a brand from scratch meant navigating unknown waters, from production logistics to marketing and consumer trust. As Dyson sought financing and partners, he encountered skepticism beyond manufacturing. Investors questioned the viability of a vacuum cleaner that broke every rule in the book. The concept of a bagless vacuum was foreign, and many failed to grasp the technological significance behind the cyclone system. Thus, Dyson's venture was a lonely one, fueled primarily by self-belief and a handful of loyal collaborators. During this time, Dyson's garage and workshop evolved into an unconventional laboratory of perseverance. He and his team labored over every detail, from the efficiency of airflow paths to the ergonomics of the handle, knowing that true innovation required perfection. The development process was iterative and exhaustive, as customer feedback and relentless testing fed into continuous product refinement. Dyson's relentless pursuit of excellence was matched by an equally unyielding spirit. He famously reframed failure as a necessary part of innovation, viewing each setback as a gain in knowledge and a stepping stone to success. His 5,127 failed prototypes were not failures but crucial experiments, a veritable database of lessons learned. Meanwhile, Dyson's vision slowly began to permeate other markets. Overseas markets, less beholden to entrenched manufacturers, showed increased interest. Small domestic retailers willing to take a chance on new technology became early allies. This gradual build of momentum was painful and slow but marked a crucial turning point in Dyson's journey. This chapter also shines light on Dyson's indirect revolution in business models. By refusing to rely on traditional wholesale channels, Dyson embraced direct-to-consumer sales and innovative marketing strategies early on. This disruptive approach allowed him to establish a unique relationship with customers, emphasizing quality, transparency, and the superiority of his product. The lessons from this period are profound. Dyson's story exemplifies how vision coupled with resilience can overcome systemic inertia. It reveals how industries can resist change when profitability and tradition are entrenched, but also how those barriers can be broken through persistent innovation. As you reflect on this phase of Dyson's journey, consider the countless other innovators who faced similar rejection but persisted. Remember, the heart of entrepreneurship is the willingness to challenge the expected and to prevail where others give up. As we continue this inspiring saga, prepare to witness how Dyson's invention dawned upon the consumer landscape, bringing not only technological transformation but also catalyzing a fresh wave of entrepreneurial spirit. Keep sharing your thoughts in the comments below and stay subscribed to Motor Chronicles. You won't want to miss the next chapter. With his groundbreaking cyclone vacuum perfected but rejected by established manufacturers and retailers, James Dyson faced an important crossroads. Accept defeat or revolutionize not only the technology but also the way it reached consumers. Dyson chose the latter, pioneering a bold, uncharted path. He bypassed traditional retail models entirely and embraced direct-to-consumer sales. This decision was more than a distribution strategy. It was a fundamental shift in how products could engage with their audience and disrupt an industry. Selling directly to consumers allowed Dyson to control every aspect of the customer experience. He could educate potential buyers about the unique benefits of his bagless vacuum and illustrate why it transcended the outdated vacuum designs they were used to. It was a remarkable display of entrepreneurial foresight. Rather than rely on salespeople trained by manufacturers resistant to his innovation, Dyson empowered customers with clarity, transparency, and demonstration of superior technology. This strategy came with its own challenges. Without the established support of retailers, Dyson had to build a brand almost from scratch. Marketing budget constraints forced creative utilization of media, from infomercials to engaging product demonstrations and consumer testimonials. Dyson meticulously curated messaging that combined technical details with emotional appeal, emphasizing how his invention simplified household chores and saved money over time. The early direct sales efforts took place in department stores and specialized retail outlets willing to test the waters, often in self-service formats allowing consumers to try before buying. Dyson's teams provided live demonstrations, turning skeptical customers into brand evangelists. These face-to-face interactions fostered trust and built a community universally excited about this new technology. Beyond retail, Dyson was an early adopter of leveraging direct communication channels, including telephone and mail order sales, which expanded reach without typical retail overhead. This approach also yielded valuable feedback that Dyson's team used to continuously improve products and refine customer understanding. This chapter of Dyson's journey highlights the power of direct engagement and customer-centric marketing. It underlines how transforming the delivery model can be as disruptive as the product itself. Dyson's success opened doors previously closed to independent inventors robbed by conservative marketing channels. But his road was hardly smooth. Managing manufacturing to meet growing demand without traditional supply chain support required building robust logistics and quality control from the ground up. Dyson's company had to grow not only as a product innovator, but also as a sophisticated business capable of navigating global markets and evolving consumer expectations. Dyson's story during this period is a masterclass in resilience and adaptability. It reflects an understanding that innovation is not confined to engineering, but extends to every dimension of business operation: sales, marketing, production, and customer service. The direct-to-consumer model allowed Dyson a unique voice in the market, a platform to challenge entrenched competitors directly and redefine what consumers expected from their cleaning appliances. It was the start of a new era where consumers demanded excellence and transparency, and companies had to meet these elevated expectations or be left behind. As you reflect on this chapter, consider how direct consumer engagement reshaped this industry and wonder what other markets are ripe for disruption simply by rethinking how products reach customers. Stay with us. This journey from garage inventor to industry disruptor is only beginning to unfold. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and remember to subscribe to Motor Chronicles. where true stories of innovation and persistence come to life. James Dyson's transformation from a solitary inventor in a cramped garage to the head of a global technology empire is a story of vision, determination, and strategic growth. After mastering the technology and pioneering direct sales, Dyson faced the daunting challenge of scaling production and entering global markets. This phase was marked by complexities far beyond engineering, a test of leadership, business acumen, and innovation in manufacturing. Scaling production was no small feat. The initial prototypes that Dyson built by hand had to be manufactured at volumes sufficient to meet growing global demand without sacrificing the meticulous quality that defined the product. Dyson's company invested heavily in state-of-the-art manufacturing processes, creating factories geared towards precision and flexibility. The goal was clear: maintain the innovative spirit and craftsmanship of the garage while addressing the realities of a worldwide consumer base. Entering the international market required strategic partnerships, logistics expertise, and astute marketing. Dyson's team took great care to protect the brand's exclusivity while ensuring availability across key regions. Launching in Japan, Europe, and North America, Dyson vacuums quickly gained traction among early adopters and technology enthusiasts. Their distinctive design, exceptional performance, and reliable quality set them apart in crowded retail environments. Maintaining innovation during rapid growth was a balancing act. Dyson continued to invest in research and development, exploring ways to enhance suction power, improve battery life, and reduce noise levels. The company's engineers and designers worked closely with manufacturing teams to iterate new models rapidly and respond to customer feedback, keeping Dyson at the forefront of vacuum technology. Global expansion also brought new challenges. Dyson faced competition from entrenched brands adopting similar technologies, market fluctuations, and the logistical demands of supply chain management. However, these obstacles only fueled Dyson's adaptive strategies and innovative approaches, from online direct sales to experiential retail stores designed to educate and engage customers. Throughout this period, Dyson upheld a corporate culture driven by invention and excellence. The spirit of the garage, the relentless pursuit of perfection through iteration and experimentation, remained the company's foundation. This culture attracted top talent, entrepreneurs, and engineers worldwide, creating a workforce as passionate about disruption as Dyson himself. The story of Dyson's growth underscores the intersection of technology and business savvy. It illustrates that innovation alone is rarely enough. Scaling a company requires vision, resilience, and the ability to evolve while guarding core principles. Dyson's journey from a one-man show to a brand valued at billions is a roadmap for startups seeking to disrupt established industries. Consumers around the world soon recognized Dyson not just as a vacuum cleaner company, but as a symbol of modern innovation and design excellence. The impact on the industry was profound, forcing competitors to rethink products and marketing strategies and accelerating shifts toward bagless vacuum technology. As we examine Dyson's global expansion, we are reminded that groundbreaking invention coupled with effective business strategy is a powerful engine of change. Dyson did not just sell vacuums. He sold a vision of efficiency, reliability, and modern living. Join us in the next chapter as we explore the broader legacy Dyson built beyond vacuum cleaners, and how his brand continues to inspire innovation across multiple sectors. Don't forget to share your reflections in the comments and stay connected by subscribing to Motor Chronicles, your home for extraordinary innovation stories. James Dyson's journey did not stop at vacuum cleaners. His relentless pursuit of innovation expanded the company's scope into a diverse range of technology products that continue to challenge conventions and redefine user experience. Dyson's legacy today is synonymous with groundbreaking design, not only revolutionizing cleaning appliances, but also influencing global perceptions on engineering and product development. After the global success of the Cyclone vacuum, Dyson explored opportunities to apply his engineering philosophy to other household problems. He ventured into air purification, developing devices that not only cleaned the air, but also integrated seamlessly into living spaces with elegant, minimalist designs. These new products bore the hallmark of Dyson's commitment to combining form and function, drawing admiration from consumers and critics alike. Simultaneously, Dyson's engineers pushed boundaries in hand dryers, fans, and hair care devices. Each innovation drew from the principles of airflow dynamics, energy efficiency, and ergonomic design. Dyson's hair dryers, for example, disrupted a market that had remained largely unchanged for decades, introducing technologies that were quieter, lighter, and more efficient. These products reflected Dyson's philosophy. Innovation could be applied broadly, improving everyday experiences while challenging the status quo. The company's investments in research and development grew exponentially, reflecting Dyson's mindset that innovation requires continual reinvention. The British engineer's vision extended beyond immediate profit. It emphasized long-term impact and the cultivation of talent in engineering fields. Dyson established foundations and academies to inspire and educate the next generation of inventors and scientists, reinforcing his personal commitment to fostering a culture of curiosity and craftsmanship. However, Dyson's ambitious expansions were not without challenges. Entering new markets meant navigating regulatory landscapes, competing with established players, and educating consumers about new technologies. Despite these hurdles, Dyson's brand, anchored in trust, quality, and audacity, enabled the company to carve meaningful positions in these sectors. In essence, Dyson's legacy transcends business metrics. It embodies a shift in how innovation is pursued and valued. His story reinvigorates the narrative that invention is a continuous, evolving journey fueled by resilience and inspired by practical problem-solving. It reminds us that true innovation not only disrupts but elevates human experience. Looking back, James Dyson's voyage is a template for transformative leadership, an entrepreneur who transformed repeated failure into a foundation for relentless creativity and success. The brand's evolution reflects his personal journey from inventive garage tinkerer to global technology leader. As you absorb this chapter of Dyson's enduring impact, ponder the inventions around you. How many are born from similar persistence, curiosity, and willingness to challenge norms? Dyson's legacy is a celebration of that spirit and a call to embrace innovation in all its complex, exhilarating forms. Our story continues. Join us for the final chapter, where we explore how Dyson's $8 billion empire was built on dreams, determination, and disruption. Remember to engage with us in the comments and subscribe to Motor Chronicles for more epic innovation stories. James Dyson's remarkable journey from a solitary inventor in a humble garage to the head of a global empire valued at over $8 billion is the culmination of relentless perseverance, visionary innovation, and revolutionary business strategies. This final chapter explores how Dyson transformed his countless failures into milestones, carving out a legacy that reshaped the vacuum cleaner industry and inspired an entire generation of innovators. After years of developing and refining his bagless vacuum technology, Dyson faced skepticism from every corner of the industry. Yet, he refused to let rejection define the limits of his potential. Instead, he harnessed these setbacks as motivation to push harder, continuously innovating and refining his products. His commitment to quality and performance, combined with his ingenious cyclone technology, eventually won the hearts and minds of consumers worldwide. Dyson's breakthrough came not only from his invention but also from his bold decision to circumvent traditional distribution channels by selling directly to consumers. This innovative approach allowed Dyson to educate the market on the advantages of bagless vacuums and build a community of fiercely loyal customers. His strategy challenged the established retail and manufacturing frameworks, proving that entrepreneurship combined with innovation could topple industry giants. Expansion into global markets followed swiftly, with Dyson establishing manufacturing facilities designed to maintain the highest standards of product excellence. The company's reputation for design excellence, quality, and innovation has remained unwavering, making Dyson a household name synonymous with cutting-edge technology and modern lifestyle appliances. Beyond the vacuum cleaner, Dyson's vision extended into new categories, with innovations in hand dryers, air purifiers, and hair care products redefining multiple markets. This diversification reinforced the company's philosophy that continuous reinvention and dedication to solving everyday problems are the foundations of lasting success. Dyson's story transcends business success. It is a narrative of resilience and vision. The billions in revenue and global acclaim are milestones on a path forged from thousands of failed prototypes, a testament to the power of perseverance and belief in one's ideas. Dyson himself embodies these principles, inspiring countless entrepreneurs and inventors to embrace failure as a vital step towards innovation. As we reflect on the extraordinary saga of James Dyson, from his early visions in a garage to his status as a titan of industry, we see a story rich in lessons about dedication, courage, and the disruptive potential of tenacity. It is a powerful reminder that even the most entrenched systems can be reshaped by one person's refusal to accept the impossible as unchangeable. So here, at the conclusion of this tale, we invite you to consider your own dreams and challenges. Let Dyson's story be a beacon proof that with relentless drive and innovative thinking, failure can become the foundation for legendary success. If this journey inspired you, share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Motor Chronicles for more deep dives into the world's most captivating stories of invention and industry. The legacy of Dyson, born from over 15 years of failure and fortified by the courage to persevere, remains a testament to visionary audacity. From a garage in England to the global stage, this is the story of how a stubborn dream became an indomitable empire, changed an industry, and made history.